The amount of despair that this episode have in Dr. Stone's Science Future Part 3, it could have been insane. The one thing that really hit me deep was seeing Senku and Dr. Zeno, Dr. X, just their dumbfounded look every time they failed to launch the rocket. And as I saw them and their dumbfounded faces, let's see if I can find it here real quick. I just want to see their face. Can they please just show their face? All right, we saw this OG cop. Let's see. I want to see their face. I can't find it, damn it. Okay, so this is when they were successful, right? So, of course, they're going to be successful. They can't just, keep them in despair. But just imagine, guys. This episode could have honestly been one of the most saddest, despairing, dark episodes ever in Dr. Stone. If they just, the entire episode made them fail. You just imagine that. This was halfway through the episode. They finally succeeded. And of course, at the end of the episode, they casted a vote. Oh, here's the faces, guys. So every time they failed, this is the face they would make. They'd be like, oh shit, the rocket didn't. The rocket would explode, or it would dive into the ocean, or something, or like midway it would like just not. It would explode again, or something would go on with the combustion. And then they would make this face of despair. Of course, they didn't really show them despairing that badly, just being disappointed. But once the former cop here was like sitting back, I was like, damn. You could just feel the intensity of the situation. Like, damn, they've been working on this for years. 4 years. And one thing that I remembered, do you guys remember that Elon Musk interview where he was about to cry? He was like, yeah, I didn't know what to do. I was out on my last legs. He was literally like despairing, and he was damn near crying, but he was like breaking down in tears. He was like, yeah, he was at the end of his ropes. He kept launching his rockets, and then they wouldn't land, over and over and over again. And I think on the 4th try, he finally landed the rocket. So he created the first rocket to be launched and be reusable and come back on the launch pad. So he was the first one to ever do it. Here in Dr. Stone, of course, they voted to do just that, but they're really asking way too much from Senku and Dr. Zeno, bro. Chrome is really just pushing the envelope. But when you think about it, it's anime. Only in anime can they do something crazy like that. You know what I'm saying? They successfully made the rocket. Then they're successfully going to make a rocket that can do a round freaking trip. Only in animes, right? I really want Elon Musk to watch this episode. I want him to watch this fucking episode and give us feedback. Can someone do that? Like, can someone with a bigger following, maybe Gigook watches my videos? Could you imagine if like Gigook watched my videos and I didn't even know it, and he's like this fucking peon of a anime reaction channel? Is this considered a reaction channel? Commentary, analysis, blog channel? Can you imagine him just looking down on me like, phew, loser? Like, got one view on his video. Like, the majority of my videos have like 1 to 10 views. The majority. And I got like 1,000 videos. You know what I'm saying? I got like 1,000 videos on this channel. All fair use. 1,000 videos, and I had the average views on each video was like 10. Can you imagine that? If like Get Goose watching, just say like, wow, this dude, he's fucking loser. Because I don't know who else who'd watch my channel. Maybe Joey. I don't know. Chibi reviews. If someone big like that could just like, they don't even have to mention my name. You know what I'm saying? Be like, hey, Elon Musk, watch your Dr. Stone Science Future Part 3 Episode 8. I'm pretty sure he's gonna have like some serious withdrawals some serious PTSD just watching those rockets like launch and fail. He's gonna have like, that meme, the Vietnam flashbacks. Yeah, he's gonna have some serious Vietnam flashbacks. But Dr. X made a really good point about Kohaku. She's a descendant from one of the original astronauts. Let's see, what does it say? Young girl and descendant of the modern humans. She's very fast and agile, and also her strength, endurance, and remarkable, being able to carry pot filled with hot water on a daily basis. Gorilla by Chrome. She's called a gorilla by. Alright, okay, so they didn't really say much about her ancestry, who she's related to, but descended from modern humans. I mean, who isn't descended from modern humans? I don't even know why they even put that there. Where else would they be descended from? Like the fuck? Yeah, I'm about to watch this wrestling thing next right here. Auden Larrett is son of the famous other Larrett. Like, I'm just Devin Larrett. Yeah, Devin Larrett. Devin Larrett's son. Can you imagine that? Already arm wrestling the big boys. But yeah, I'm gonna watch this after this video. But only in animes they are actually gonna do what Elon Musk tried doing. And I mean, they tried 8 times making the rocket, right? And it's probably gonna take them like 2 times to make it be able to come back. Maybe not. This is the Stone World, and I'm sure they're gonna just be able to achieve it. Even if it takes like for another 5 years, they're gonna achieve it. But this literally could have been the worst, like the most despairing episode in Doctor Stone ever. But they didn't want to go that route. They didn't want to make people lose hope. I get it. I get it. They don't want to despair. They don't want people to thinking, oh, science is scary. But no, science is very scary. And failure is part of it. As you guys can see, failure is like this when it comes to science. If there isn't failing in science, then you are unironically or ironically doing something wrong.